In his life, everything seemed as important as a drama. On his 30th birthday, he time-traveled. He stood by a girl, his wife at 6, as if saying, "I'm a superpowered guy. I've got time-traveling skills and I've seen you grown up. Hey, am I handsome? Absolutely gorgeous. That proves you're from the future. Your name is Clara, sure, and if you sit around for a while, you'll notice you're gone." Even though it was their first meeting, the little girl felt a bit sad. Then, she realized this uncle was actually a super cool. From then on, Henry would time travel back often, and Claire would even prepare clothes for him and feed him delicious chicken legs. She shared her ups and downs with him, while Henry patiently listened like a constant audience. "Are you married?" "Yes." "Do you love her?" "Of course. I love her very much." The little girl's heart sank. Her prince was already married. The little girl didn't notice Henry grinning like a Cheshire cat. Subtitles: His childhood wife was so cute. Hence Henry often visited Claire, visiting her for 12 years, until Claire turned 18, and as usual, he appeared beside her. But Henry seemed a bit troubled. Claire sensed something was off, but he didn't tell her why, and surprisingly stole her first kiss. For some reason, Claire didn't see Henry again until 2 years later when she accidentally wandered into a library and saw Henry again. Excited, she rushed toward him, emotions spilling over, tears welling up in her eyes, thinking the reunion would be a passionate reunion, but to her surprise, Henry didn't seem to recognize her. But soon, he realized that Henry now was much younger. They hadn't met through time travel. This was a true first encounter. "Sis, Bow, this is your favorite." Wow, what a dreamy moment. This was the first time Henry saw himself, and it felt like a dream. But he felt he had seen Henry countless times before. Though he looked puzzled, this awkwardness wasn't surprising. They met up at a restaurant. "You know why I don't recognize you?" "Of course. When you grow up, you suddenly forget what the little girl looked like." Excited, Claire told Henry, "I've known you since I was 6 because you always time-traveled to my childhood, and I wrote it all down in my diary. You feel like you're at the center of the universe. I learned about you from that little boy." Subtitle: She couldn't help but touch Henry's cheek, as if she were caressing her lover of many years. "Can we pretend for a moment? This is our first meeting. Sure, I've always loved you." As time went by, their feelings deepened, and they fell madly in love, so Henry invited Claire over for the first time. That night was destined to be warm and romantic. Later, he wanted to propose to Claire and took out a ring he had prepared. However, due to his unique situation and uncertainties, he hesitated to promise her a happy life. But he didn't want to miss the chance to be with the Claire who made his heart race, so he put the ring on her finger. At that moment, Claire finally realized that the person Henry had loved since childhood had always been her. "Are we married?" "Yes, of course." Henry wanted to share his happiness with his late mother, so he time-traveled onto a train. Sitting beside him was a familiar face, another key figure in his life. At this moment, his eyes glistened with tears, and he couldn't help but exclaim, "I love you, I mean your work. You sing beautifully." "Thanks, I'm happy to meet you, though no one usually recognizes me. My name is Henry. Funny thing is, my son is also named Henry, but he's only 3. I met a girl, and being with her makes me feel safe. I hope she hears you sing." "Maybe she will." "I am truly delighted to meet you." "I feel the same way." "Make sure that girl knows exactly how you feel about her." "Your voice is beautiful." "I know." Heaven gave her the power to time travel but couldn't change the sadness of the past and future. She could only reluctantly watch her mother leave as she got further away. Soon it was wedding day. Claire was ready and pretty, waiting to marry the love of her life. Heartbreakingly, just as it was about to start, Henry time traveled again. "Oh no." With the wedding about to start, friends could only awkwardly stall for time. At this moment, older Henry time traveled back. "Where are you from?" "Like my dad." "Everything will be fine." She quickly changed into her dress, relieved she didn't miss the moment. But when she turned around, Claire noticed something was off. However, she didn't think anything was wrong, because she was always herself, that familiar version of her. They exchanged their marriage vows before the priest. However, at the reception, Henry vanished again. Just when they thought he would miss it, younger Henry time traveled back at the last moment. After twists and turns, they married and started a happy life. Don't forget to subscribe. They'd cuddle on the couch reading, or whip up a romantic dinner together.